You know, I said I wasn't going to include that many books, but look at the size of some of these. Hey everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my December TBR, aka the books that I'm hoping to read this month, the last month of the year. I never read a lot in December because I'm posting so many videos, all my end of year videos, all of the challenges that I have finished for the year and the ones I'm hoping to do next year. So it's always a bit hectic, so I never finish that many books. But I do have a mini TBR that I wanted to share with you. And there's a few challenges that I still want to attempt to achieve, and then a few books for the book club also on Patreon. So let's start with the classic for the month of November and December for the book club on Patreon. We're reading classic every 2 months. And our last one is The Three Musketeers, Les Trois Mousquetaires by Alexandre Dumas. I didn't have time to read it in November because I was trying to finish all my challenges. And it's a chunky one. It's scary. It's in French, which is my first language. That's not the part that's scary, but like classics can be a little daunting, right? So I decided to keep it for last to torture myself properly. I don't think this is going to become a favorite, so I feel safe to post it, to finish it after I've posted all my end of year videos. If I give it 5 stars, I'll mention it next year. It's not the end of the world. I feel like my personal reading year ends mid-December. That's usually when I post my videos. That way you have the chance to pick up the books for Christmas if you want to. But yes, that's the first one. I actually have never read this. As a kid, I was that kid that would read classics, not because I was better than everyone else, but because I would recognize the titles. So I would be like, oh, cool, pick that up at the library, but I didn't finish it. Not, again, surprising. It's chunky. And I've been wanting to read more by the author after reading The Count of Monte Cristo. I finally finished that. We're not going to talk about the 2-3 years that happened between book 1 and book 2 because my edition is in 2 books because, of course. So yes, this is the first one that I'm hoping to finish in December. Start it. Or just read in general. I didn't start it yet. The second one that the book club picked, it was probably the closest poll we've ever done, literally ever. So I'm hoping to read the 2. But the winner, by not much, was Blacktop Wasteland. For some reason, I keep putting an S at the end of that. But I've read Reasonably Tears by the author earlier this year. And you know when you read one book by an author and you're like, are you already your favorite author? That's kind of how I'm feeling about him after that one. So I wanted to see, is it a one-hit wonder? Is it a new favorite author? We're going to know. We're going to know really early, probably my first reading vlog of the year. I will include that one. I kind of wanted to make a team of like 5-star predictions. That way, maybe I'll find like 1 or 2 more favorites before I post my best of the year, you know? Might as well finish the year on a good note. So it's not too big. And if it's similar to Reasonably Tears, it should be a quick read. The topic seemed similar, like used to have a, dark past, not following the law, went to prison, and then they're forced to go back to that lifestyle to save someone. So it seems, again, quite similar. I'm really excited. It would be nice to have another favorite author. The one that didn't win, but was so close, is this one. This is I Who Have Never Known Men, which I recently picked up because of the cover. Straight up, the cover just called my name. I usually don't like people on my covers, but this one looked really pretty. It kind of looks like literary fiction, but it's kind of sci-fi dystopian if I understand the back. I feel like the backs, I'm always reticent to read them because sometimes there are spoilers. But I believe you're following like 40 women that are in prison under the ground, and one of them will escape and like things are just weird. That's why I'm thinking maybe dystopian, so I'll let you know, but again, fairly short. This one is just under 200 pages, so I might have time to include that one also in my 5-star prediction. That would be nice. I have a good feeling. And the last book for that reading vlog, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to read all 3, but we're gonna try. I also think I'm gonna give 5 stars to this one. This is Giovannis Room by Jim Baldwin. I have heard so many great things about this author in general, and I've seen quotes by him. I believe this specifically is a really good book by him, but I've purposely tried to forget what it was about because I want to be surprised, and I'm predicting it's going to be a 5 stars, so we'll see if I'm right or not. You know, sometimes you just have a good feeling. That's how I'm feeling about that one. I believe the main character might be bi, and like since this is like an older book, this was very controversial. I believe this is like a modern classic, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm really hopeful I'll be able to get to that one and it's going to be 5 stars. It would be nice. I mean, 3 5 stars in a month would be fantastic. And if, and only if, I finish this one on time. I don't want to finish another book, you know, the last week of December, if possible, because I want to not find favorites, you know? But the solution for me is to just read the most giant book that I own. And again, during the holidays, it would be nice to start reading this one. This is Oathbringer by Brenda Sanderson. This is the third book in the Stormlight Archive series. And I want to read it next year, but if I have time, or again, if I finish this one early, I'm trying to motivate myself, okay? If I finish just Three Musketeers early, I can start this one and I'll finish it early in January 2023. Maybe. If I don't finish this one early, I'll keep it for next year. But either way, I want to finish and read some chunky books. As far as the audiobooks from the library, I'm currently reading Patient Zero, or I should say, listening to A Curious History of the World's Worst Diseases. I have been trying to read more nonfiction this year. I want to do the same thing next year. And last second, I got this one from the library. I got really excited. I've been really enjoying the ones that are like kind of healthcare, but like kind of funny. And so far, I'm a little traumatized by some of the stuff that I've heard. The section I'm currently listening to is about COVID, but we had a section about problematic hygiene in Europe in the 1800s. Why were people so gross? So that's the one I'm currently listening to. I don't think I'm gonna have time to finish it in November, so I'll finish it probably early December. And then I have a couple more nonfiction that I really want to get to. The Gene, which I've been meaning to read more by the author. This year I read The Emperor of All Maladies, which is like a biography of cancer. And this one is about history of genes and DNA. So obviously, again, very appealing topic, but daunting because the book is so big. Actually, I do own the book. There you go. It's a really great cover. I feel like it's appealing for a nonfiction. So look at this, the colors. Yes, I've been wanting to read more by the author and just more nonfiction in general. And I feel like it's good because, again, in December, I'm not trying to find too many new favorites towards the end of the month. I don't know why I'm worrying about this, but, you know, brain, these things happen. And if, and only if, I am done, I might also listen to Burnout, which I've heard really great things. It's the same author as Come As You Are, which I do own and need to get to eventually. So 3 nonfictions that I'm hoping to get to in December. Very hopeful. This one is really long, the audiobook, so that will probably keep me busy the whole month. That's about it, unless I don't have time to finish the book I'm currently reading, Shards of Earth. Listen, I'm trying so hard. This was our book club pick on Patreon for the month of November, and I have been so busy building the bookshelves, putting all the books back, finishing all the challenges that I'm not done as I'm filming this, and I'm slightly worried I will not finish it on time. I will try my hardest, but it's not looking good for me. By the way, how do you feel about the background? It's been really difficult to make it look appealing. Obviously, I need to work on this quite a bit. I'm gonna move things around quite a bit also. I did finally bring my lamp, which, look how pretty it is. It's so cute. It's helping also with the lighting because it's so dark. It's raining today. It's been raining pretty much every day. And this is the darkest room in the whole house. So it's a work in progress. I'm going to move my chair around and try to figure out lighting to make it as good as possible because this is looking a bit dark, right? Bear with me. By the time that we enter 2023, things should be more set in stone and hopefully better. Also this month, I also need to decorate this room for Christmas. It's coming. Probably one of the next vlogs you're going to see me at work because there's going to be a lot of work. I'm going to put my Christmas tree in this room, probably on the other side of the bookshelves. Should be good, should be colorful at least, and it will bring more light in this room. So that's it for my TBR. Like I said, pretty quick, pretty short compared to my usual very ambitious TBR, but I think it's a little bit more realistic for the month. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know if you've read any of these and how you felt about them. And also let me know which books you're trying to get to before the end of the month, because the end of the year, really, because I think a lot of us are struggling to achieve our reading goals. I haven't done that bad. And as far as like just my Goodreads reading challenge, I think I'm at almost 130 books. This is my best year literally ever on Booktube. So that goal was not hard to achieve. However, trying to finish series was not fun. And then all the nonfiction that I've read, that was a good one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one very soon. Bye.